In this video, we are going to design a Butterworth filter using impulse invariance method. So, for designing that specifications, we are having a 0.8 to 1 magnitude for omegas from 0 to 0.2 pi. And for magnitude of 0.2, we are having omega 0.6 to pi. So, in this regard, we have to first draw the magnitude characteristics diagram. So it contains an x-axis omega values, y-axis magnitude value. So in order to draw this diagram, you take the values from the given question. So magnitude values, it has 1, 0.8 and 0.2. So plot dot values in the graph 0.2, 0.8 and 1. And omega values 0, 0.2, 0.6 and pi. 0.2 pi, 0.6 pi and pi. So we matching that diagram with the main diagram. So we have omega p value as 0.2 pi, omega s as 0.6 pi, and we have 1 divided by square root of lambda square as 0.2 here. 1 divided by square root of lambda square is equal to 0.8. So they have asked for impulse invariance technique. So in order to convert an digital omega, so we have to multiply our analog omega with the sampling time. So whenever there is no sampling time given in the sum, you can assume the sampling time t is equal to 1 second, and we have to convert this analog omega, analog frequency, into digital frequency using this formula. And digital omega is calculated with analog omega into t. So on our calculating, so your digital omega s is equal to analog omega s into t. So analog omega value, here it is omega s value 0.6 pi. Digital omega value is also 0.6 pi. Okay. Next, 1 divided by square root of 1 plus epsilon square. So 1 divided by square root of 1 plus epsilon square, we have the value here, it is 0.8. So it is 0.8. So on equating the value, finally we get omega epsilon value was 0.75, and 1 by lambda square value we have 0.2. So on solving, we have the lambda value as 4.89. Next step is finding the order n. N is greater than or equal to log of lambda by epsilon divided by omega s by omega p. Log of lambda value 4.8 divided by 0.75. Log of 0.6 pi divided by 0.3. So we have the value 1.7. So we have to round it off to the next higher integer. N is greater than or equal to. So the value, it is 2. So on the next step, for n is equal to 2, for the Butterworth filter, we are having h of s as 1 divided by s square plus square root of 2 into s plus 1. So it is a predefined h of s value. So next we have to find ha of s. So finding ha of s, it needs the value of omega c. Omega c is equal to omega p divided by epsilon the whole power 1 by n. The omega p, the value, it is 0.2 pi, and epsilon value, it is 0.75. We have found the order n, n 1 by, it is 2, so 1 by n. On solving this, omega c is equal to 0.231 into pi. So next it is we solve for ha of s. ha of s is equal to s divided by omega c in terms of s. So we have 1 divided by s square plus square root of 2 into s plus 1. So we are having 0.2 pi the whole square. So here taking, here 0.25. So multiply 0.223 pi into 0.23 pi. So we are having 0.23 pi here. 0.223 pi the whole square will be bring to the numerator, and here it is no 0.23 pi. So 0.23 pi the whole square divided by 0.23 pi, multiply and divide by the same terms. So you can bring 0.235 the whole square, 0.235, 0.235 the whole square to the numerator side. So on solving this, you will get the equation like this. So again, on solving 0.235 the whole square, the value 0.526 divided by s square plus 1.02 s plus 0.526. So for impulse invariant, we have to solve this into a equation, root equation. So for that we need the calci. So for calci, alpha mode, again click mode, again click, you have equation number 1. So press the equation and an arrow mark, you have the degree of 2 because since it is s square, so press degree 2. So press degree 2 to find the a values. So a values, so a value it is 1, b value 1.02, b c value 0.5. So a value 1, b value 1.02, c value 0.526. Solving this, you have the answers of root equations, which is equal to 1. So first root it is 0.51. So you will be having the imaginary root. So press shift and then equal to, you will get the imaginary value I. So it is minus 0.51. Again for the next solution, x2 minus 0.51, press shift and then equal to, you will get the next root value minus 0.51 j. It is actually plus j. So you will be getting both the roots. So 0.526 divided by s minus of 0.51 plus 0.51 j into s minus of, you are getting the minus, so plus it will be, here it will be minus, so minus 0. Plus 0.51 j. So on having the partial fractions, so 0.526 divided by this equation into this one multiplied by the first term, s minus term. So s minus of 0.5 minus 0.51 j. So this one and this one will get cancelled out. At a value of s is equal to 0.5 minus 0.51 j. So solving this, you will get the a term and b term value as 0.51 j divided by 1 minus e power minus, here we are having two terms, right? So e power 0.51 minus 0.51 j. Next, so how it comes by using the impulse invariance technique, right? So it is ck divided by 1 minus e power pk into t into z inverse. Pk, the value it is here the values. So into t z power minus 1 minus 0.51 j divided by 1 minus e power minus 0.5. Again another value 0.51 plus 0.51 j. So solving e power values, you will get 0.3 minus 1 minus 1.047 z inverse plus 0.36 z power minus 2. Well, cross multiplying this, all those values, cross multiplying this value and here cross multiply the value and substituting the e power values, you will get the final answer like this.